Today we're going to delve a little bit into hydraulics. Now, filters for this particular machine, one set is available, the other set is no longer available. It's a canister type, and the one style that is available takes two, and they're about $80 some a piece. So I'm going to adapt this over to a newer style spin-on filter. It's going to require some cutting and welding of associated parts. You get two 60-gallon per minute pumps and one 44-gallon per minute pump, total of 164 gallon per minute to the system at full engine RPM. The reservoir is approximately 140 gallons. Complete hydraulic system contains approximately 165 gallons. Reservoir intake manifold. This is your main filter. This is your cooler filter. So there's double stacked filters in both of these. Factory. Cartridge type. And as you can see, into the main, there's 3 ports in the main. There's a port over here on the side that comes from the transmission that has its own spin-on filter, and then there's just some 1, maybe 2 overflow returns there. And then you also have 3 magnetic separators in the tank on the passenger side of the vehicle. Low pressure, high flow, 2 filtering elements and a bypass valve. Filtering elements are 25 micron, paper throwaway type. The bypass valve in these units will open at 20 psi and allow full bypass flow at 30 psi. This gives you the cutaway view of the filters, the bypass, pressure sending unit, etc., etc. So I'm going to go out to the machine, take my clipboard, paper, pen, and tape measure, and we are going to go measure the ports on there to see what size heads I need to order. So I'll see you guys out at the machine. Alright, here we're at the machine. This is the oil cooler. There's the smaller of the 2 filter housings. Hose. This is going to require some rerouting of everything in general. I'll probably end up having to cut this off right here and make a 90 to come out, and then mount the filter here on this general area, and then 90 up, and then run the hose. What do we got there? Looks like 1.25 inches. OD on threads. Alright, this here is the main filter housing. The 3 returns. There is the transmission return there. Some other miscellaneous returns. Well, it comes from the valves over yonder way. 1, 2 of them do. Third one comes down from there at the turn cylinder. Well, not the turn cylinder, but the control block for the brakes. This is how you operate this particular machine, is that you have to engage the left brake or the right brake. Well, the machine is not in motion. Turn this machine. It's definitely different from what the newer stuff is. Oh god, I'm gonna try and get in here. All right. Old 471 Detroit. Gotta get that voltage regulator off. I gotta reroute the piping there for the block heater. And this thing needs yet another bath. I priced out a bunch of gauges for this already. It's going to be like $500 in Stewart Warner gauges. Which I didn't think was too terribly bad. Anyways, back to what we came out here to do. That's 1.25" OD. And there's also 1.25" OD. And that is 1" OD. As you can tell, some of these hydraulic hoses aren't in the best of shape. I may reroute some of this. I might take these guys and bring them up top here. It's another hydraulic hose. This way it makes it easier for me to shimmy down in here to do maintenance on other stuff. Because right now it's not that easy for me to get in here. I get kind of blocked trying to do stuff. There's some random hoses and whatnot ran everywhere. Somebody thought they'd do everybody a favor and reroute a bunch of the fuel line, and they just made a mess out of it. They weren't nearly as helpful as what they thought they were. Even came with a free metal funnel. But I'm curious as to what this is. No idea. So, toss that up there. What else we got down here? Random piece of rubber hose. Awesome. I'm getting more oil and grease on me than what I intended to. Perfect. Oh, it needs another bath. Needs many more baths. But anywho, my idea for this is probably cutting these off here, then weld a new nipple on, spin the filter head in, and then that's welded on the back side. I could probably cut that off. Yeah, it's welded on back there. I could probably cut that right off and put a new, use the other half of the nipple going in and screw this on. Same thing with this guy. Cut that off there. Old short nipple-ons. Yeah, that's probably gonna end up being a 45. Either that, or I'm gonna have to put it in the horizontal and have it stick out, which I really don't want to do. And we got that guy over there too. Must be 1, 2, 3, 4 filter heads. And I'm also going to have to do a whole bunch of rewiring underneath here. You guys can see that over there on the other filter housing. That's a pressure indicator switch. That's another pressure indicator switch there. There's a bunch of other ones scattered throughout here. Another one way over there, and one of the suction lines for one of the pumps. one down there. And these all get tied into warning lights in the cab, which those are all busted. I gotta finish digging those out. What is that? Oil pressure. That guy right there is a tack drive. I got a new tack for this. Cable for it, I just gotta run it. And I gotta rebuild the rotary valve. Might be wondering why there's no top on there. Well, funny story. I was unloading this after I bought it. And lo and behold, I was taking it off the lowboy. Got off the lowboy, starting to turn into my driveway. And if you guys ever run an excavator before, you know a lot of times it's just easier to pick up the front of the machine and turn the house on the car body. So you get the front of the machine picked up and you turn the house one way or the other, it'll kind of force the car body to go the opposite direction. Set it back down, turn the house, continue to track. So I was doing this out on the, trying to get into my driveway off the road. And just as I did the last pick up and turn, I heard a series of loud bangs. And come to find out, it ended up breaking 16 or 18 of the 32 turntable bolts. Unbeknownst to me, the previous owner put in grade 5 bolts instead of grade 8, and they were 1/2 inch too short. So the bolts were only grabbing the top 2 or 3 threads, going through the ring gear and into the car body. So now I've got an excavator that's about ready to come off the car body. Not fun getting it in at all. I got half of them replaced, and I still have to get the other half replaced, and it's going to require some tricky engineering to get them out. I got a couple ideas, and that's going to be coming up next couple of weeks. So yeah, tons of excitement. There won't be a lack of work to do on this thing, but I got to get those fixed because I've got work for this machine around here. Not to mention, I got a whole bunch of hydraulic hoses to replace too. I think the only two I'm going to replace right now are those two up front. But I got to tear that guy apart regardless. And to get at that, I got to take off those hydraulic hoses anyways. Yeah, I think this hydraulic hose has seen better days. These are reusable ends. I may try busting those apart and reusing them. If not, it'll just be new all the way around. I got an Angry Bird. Yeah. There's a couple of turntable bolts I've already replaced with the appropriate hardware. That's going to come off because I got to rebend that bottom plate. Oh, there's going to be a big old mess going on here. Anyways, guys, that's about it for today. I showed you kind of what I'm going after. So I gotta go search for parts, find out what's available, see how long everything is out, and just keep plugging away at it. No, I haven't forgotten about the Ford F600 4x4. It's taking the back seat right now. I have use for it, but just not nearly as much use as I do this particular machine. So I'll get back on that. Just had a bunch of parts show up for the car trailer. Probably end up monkeying around with that here the next day or two. Get some more stuff done on that. But right now my main focus is going to be this excavator. Get it all back up and running in working order. As always, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. See you guys next time.